I love that. I love that. I want to cover it now. Boom, boom, boom. And you have the strings do. Ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Oh! I think it's time to check out some Dark Souls music. What do you guys think? Don't worry, I am still going to be reacting to Bloodborne music. There's a couple other tracks that I have not reacted to yet, so I will be doing those videos, but I just kind of wanted to do a different game, and a lot of you highly recommended that I check out Dark Souls next, so we're just gonna go right into it. The very first track we are going to listen to is, I believe, the main theme or menu theme. The title of the track itself is just Dark Souls 3, so I'm assuming it's probably the very first track that you hear in the game. Let's take a listen. Wow, okay, already I am loving this. There's choir that starts right off the bat, and then you hear the strings come in with a bit of a rhythm, and then you're hearing a solo violin and a solo vocalist kind of buried in the mix a little bit, but still able to be heard. And it's, oh, I'm loving this already, because strings and vocals are so my forte when I'm covering stuff, so this is totally in my wheelhouse. I am loving it. This build-up has been really, really cool too, so let's keep listening. Is that a violin or is that a viola? I could have been wrong, because that sounds a little bit darker than a violin. So it might actually be a viola solo, which I am so for, because viola I feel like is completely underappreciated and underrepresented for a lot of music. Coming from someone who is a violinist, first and foremost, I actually love the viola, how warm and dark it sounds. And I kind of wish that I started with viola instead of the violin, just because there's a lot to the quality and tone of the viola that just really appeals to me. The viola just sounds so beautiful, and I think that this is a viola. Yeah, no, that sounds even like that. I think you're in like a higher position. Like that sounds like you're definitely getting up there instead of using an open string. It feels more like a viola. There's a violin there. This theme goes so hard! Holy cow! Oh, chills. don't know about you, but I need to listen to that again. That was amazing. Okay, there's a part here where I think I was hearing triplets in the strings or sextuplets. I just want to confirm that real quick. Yeah, like that is believe either triplets or sextuplets that are being played. They're arpeggiating like super quickly, and I'm loving those runs that they're playing. Really highlight the harmonic progression that's happening. It's truly complementing the vocals that we're hearing. Whoever composed this and orchestrated it did a great job. Let me go back a little bit more. That little key change there. Ooh, I'm loving the chord progression. Oh man, okay, let's go forward a little bit. I love that. I love that. I want to cover it now. I don't know if I'd be able to do it justice, but there's just so much in that piece alone that really resonates with me. So I know a lot of you had mentioned that I need to react to this. This OST goes hard, so let's keep going. Next is Abyss Watchers. More triplets. Da, 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 da. Okay, is this OST gonna pull at my heartstrings with all the string and vocal moments? Am I ready for this? Okay, I really hope that I don't tear up, but we'll see. I might. The way it's being presented right now is hauntingly beautiful. A little bit different from the Bloodborne tracks that I've listened to. It's definitely in the horror genre, but this feels like it's got a little bit more character to it. I don't really know how else to describe it right now. Let's keep listening. Oh man, so you got the bass doing like the boom, 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 and you have the strings do ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Loving the rhythmic accents. It really helps set the mood and kind of set the scene a little bit as well. Okay, real quick, I do want to mention there's a little bit of tremolo action happening in the strings. I'm assuming maybe violin, maybe viola. I heard a tremolo there. I do love that they have male choir also kind of supplementing what's going on, and so it actually brings this track and it feels heavier now because we've got the addition of the male vocals. This feels like it's got more weight to it compared to the first track that we listened to. Love this. Oh you got the rhythms. So the male choir is actually doing a kind of rhythmic thing right now. And then you have the violins doing the exact opposite, way up high in the frequency range, doing some like sustained notes a little bit and a slower melody. So this juxtaposition is working super, super well, and I am loving it. Pretty sure that's cello. Beautiful. I'm loving that this section is a lot more of a lament versus the first half felt more powerful and just like heavier in general. This one feels like it's eased off a little bit. Whatever heavy thing that happened has already happened, and now we're just kind of watching the aftermath. We're just kind of taking it all in. And so there's really not that feeling of, pressure. I don't know if that makes sense. The music is giving the player room to kind of comprehend and internalize what happened. That's how it feels. Oh, it's not over yet, though. We got some rhythm coming back in the strings. Okay. It's building again, so it's very interesting. It makes me feel like the game gives you a little bit of time to process and internalize what happened, but it doesn't give you too much time because there's still something that needs to be done. And that's why you're getting this build up, the momentum, the string rhythms happening. You're getting more and more layers added on top. So it feels like there's just more stuff that you have to deal with still. You still have a responsibility, or there's still someone out there to get you, or whatever it is, right? Abyss watchers. That ending definitely feels like a final plea to someone or something, whoever's out there. It's like the final moments of your life. You are struggling and trying so hard to just reach out one more time to see if anyone will be there to hear you. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, the final one we're listening to today is Deacons of the Deep. I like that most of these start with a bell, like a church bell. Organ. Okay, right now I'm hearing only male choir. I'm not hearing any women yet. So it's very heavy, very dark, very heavy right now. It's just rooted in these bass, lower frequency notes. So I'm sure they're going to be adding higher frequency stuff, maybe even more violins, female vocalists, whatnot. We'll see. But as of right now, it's very much focused in the lower frequency range in the bass area. Wow, there's counter melodies going on right now between the violin and I believe a flute. I don't think we've really heard a flute in Bloodborne from what I can remember. So it's interesting. It's very airy, right, in quality when you have like the tone of the flute and the timbre of the flute. It's a very interesting choice because usually you think of flute, an airy instrument, as something light, fluttery, right? A little bit more whimsical sometimes even. Very cool that they decided to use flute for this track to maybe be a good contrast to all of the heaviness and bass notes that we are hearing right now, and also to supplement the violin lines as well. Violin and flute go very well together, so I think it was a very good choice on their part to include the flute and have this like counter melody, solely action happening. It's very interesting because it pretty much hasn't shifted harmonically for a good while. It's just kind of staying on this one drone, basically, this one note or chord. And it's just kind of going around it a little bit here and there with the melody, right? But it's at the very core, it is still very much that note. Bum, right? What note is that? I don't even know what note that is. Yeah, so it's either a C sharp or D flat, depending on the actual key of the piece. A little bit of movement there. It went, and then back to that C sharp / D flat. I also like the touch that the church bell that you hear is also in that same key. I'll go back a little bit. What's really cool about church bells is that it has a ton of overtones. So even though it was that note, You're hearing a bunch of other notes as well at the same time, just because that's how church bells are. They're very complex, and so they have a ton of other notes within that one note. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but even when you listen to it, I'm actually hearing a couple other notes at the same time. So you're hearing a fifth in there as well, which is very common as an overtone. You usually have fifths, you have octaves, things like that. Another incredible track. So I'm super excited to continue listening to Dark Souls 3. I am going to basically go through the entire playlist that I have here, not in one sitting, but I am going to be recording the next 3 tracks right after this. So that is going to be Pontiff Sullivan. I want to say Sylvain for some reason. Sullivan, Twin Princes, and Sister Freed. That'll be coming up in a future video. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I hope you liked this. Dark Souls 3 OST already seems a lot more up my alley, so I'm really excited, and I hope that I can continue to provide my insight and my thoughts into like what's going on in this game. Let me know if there's tracks you want me to react to. I got 12 tracks on this playlist right now, so I will definitely be adding more to it. I think some of you just want me to react to the entire OST, which I guess I could do. That basically means every single track is amazing, right? So I am all for it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you missed any of my Bloodborne videos, you can actually click right around here. I will have the playlist of my Bloodborne reaction videos, just in case you've missed any or you want to just start from the very beginning. You can go ahead and watch it right around here. Please make sure you like and subscribe as well. It really helps me out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!